What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Wabi from the Politically Correct Show. And this is just a clear, direct message to Ben Simmons. We do not want you. No. Ben Simmons, the Miami Heat are not going to need a distraction like Ben Simmons. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do with Andrew Wiggins. Because his shooting's very inconsistent. And you're trying to tell me that as a fan, I want to hear somebody who's afraid to shoot is going to be on our team. And I mean, I know how this goes. This is like this Kaepernick type stuff. So it's like you're not going to come for some small bread. You're going to want a little bit of a check. So it's like, no, homie, no, please don't. Don't even come near us. No, don't even come near us. If this was like 3-4 years ago, man, he probably would have had a point. But this isn't 3-4 years, sir. I wouldn't say you've been gone for a while, but you haven't been you forever. Like, hold on, let me do some search real quick. Just real quick, search real quick. Ben Simmons. Refresh my memory here. Because last time I checked, you were Rookie of the Year. Let's check your accolades here. Yeah, man. I mean, he got 2 defensive teams, but the way I feel about defensive teams, it's like a popularity contest. When you talk about defensive teams and stuff, it's very popularity contest like, because it's like biasness. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at defense, you don't just look at steals and blocks. You look at, the way they play defense and how they lock people up and this, that, and the third. It's a lot of it is based off of what you like, and Ben Simmons plays good defense. I'm not saying that he didn't deserve it or nothing. I'm just saying that I'm not crediting it as much as the next person might credit that. But point is, besides that and a few all-star teams, I mean, he hasn't really done much until his rookie season, which was, I thought, in 2016, but it says here in 2018. Man, time goes by, doesn't it? But anyways, like, yeah, he led the league in steals at some point. But, for one, I look right here and it says out here that he's played 81 games in his rookie season, and then 79 the sophomore. Ever since then, hasn't hit 60. Hasn't even hit 60 games. And, it just goes downhill more and more, he's played. So it's like, what are we doing? And a lot of that, when he played, I could have sworn, if I remember correctly, it was like he had to take a mental breather from basketball and stuff. Like, come on, man. All we did was tell you to shoot more. That's all we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all a Sixer fan wanted. Not me. I didn't tell him to shoot more, but that's all a Sixer fan wanted, was them to shoot more. And he couldn't shoot more because he was scared. And now he's talking about mental breaks off and stuff. It's like, do you want to be a basketball player or not, man? Do you want to do this or not? Like, stop playing around. There's an opportunity that everybody in the world is waiting to have, and you're playing around. Like, so now he wants to see if he still got the magic and come on the Miami Heat. I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna have like a press run or something about it and stuff. But Everybody on social media is talking about it. And I'm here to say, stop gassing them up. We don't want you. No Miami Heat fan wants Ben Simmons. We don't need Ben Simmons. we definitely don't need Ben Simmons. We definitely don't need him. What we need Ben Simmons for, guys? What do we need him for? Tell me. Please tell me. Because we need somebody to dish the ball, but we don't need somebody who can dish the ball but not shoot the ball. We need somebody who can dish the ball but spread it out a little bit too. And then not only that, but we don't need no size because we have Andrew Wiggins. We got Andrew Wiggins at small forward. We got Giannis at power forward, and then we got Bam, a very, very good defender, at center. So we don't need size. We're solid at size. We're not greatly huge, but we're big enough for today's time. So we don't need size. We need bench, but within the bench, we don't really need size either because I think we got that Highsmith guy. That's like the one guy from the bench I know is still standing on the bench, because Ware's gone and uh, that Jaquez guy is gone. So, those are the three guys on the bench that I'm very aware of. Those are the guys that be snapping, you know what I'm saying? So, we probably need bench, but we need scores. We need people who can shoot on the bench. We don't really need too many big people. I'm just saying, like, there's just no room for them. Like, it's like Squibbert's nose, you can't fit. Like, get away from me, man. Chill. Like, Ben Simmons really trying to, and it's crazy because now we're about to be contenders and stuff. So it's like we needed him more like last year when we had small Tyler Hero and we had the shooting and scoring, but we didn't have the only real like super big we had was like fucking Bam and stuff. So it's like we could have used him then, I guess, but not really. We couldn't really use him then, but it would make more sense, is what I'm trying to say. But we were losing back then, so I guess he wasn't thinking that way. But now that we got Giannis, the news came pretty close. So I'm pretty sure ever since Giannis came along, he was just like, oh, it's time for me to come back to the game and see what I got to be a champion. Nah, man, you haven't even averaged over 8 points in the last like 3 or 4 seasons. Like, chill out. We don't need you. We don't want you. Please, please, please don't get him. Please, please, Pat. Please don't get him. Cause it's like that'd be ridiculous, man. If the only reason why any team should get Ben Simmons is because he might bring butts to the seats of your courts, but he might even bring celebrities to the court side because it's like it's Ben Simmons. Everybody wants to see if he's ever gonna do shit anymore because he used to be the guy when he was a rookie. But thing about it is the Heat don't need that type of cachet because we're the Heat. Everybody knows about the Heat. We're pretty relevant, so we don't need that. And all the teams that do need that, they don't they're not winning. So it's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come? I mean, I guess they can go with the Lakers, but the Lakers don't need that either because the Lakers are the Lakes, the Lakes. So it's like the Lakers don't need that, but they're about to be bad though. So it's like, I don't know. But all I know is Pat Riley, please, Pat Riley, don't let this happen. So with that in mind, God bless you. God bless First State. God bless America. And God bless you, Pat Riley, unless you sign Ben Simmons. And with that in mind, it's Robbie. We out.